talking rocks, mystery of rocks. I want to describe an event. I am willing to let it all out. Back around 2007, I think it was, or earlier. I used to be around the areas of Netherland, Central City, and Black Hawk. And that's when I started collecting minerals and rocks. I stopped in a store in Netherland that sells rocks, minerals, all kinds of incredible findings of the Rockies. And I purchased this rock, and this rock is a beautiful rock. It has the shape of a head. The rock is gray and dark brown, with little light brown areas and some other darker. The rock is an art, and it's really, 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 really heavy. And it's only like about this size, like this, about that size. It's not too small, it's not too big. And I had that rock for so many years. It's going to more than 10 years that I had the rock. I mean, it's more than 10 years. And some of the pictures, especially one picture of Dr. Steve Pitts, shows the shape of the rock. You know, like when Dr. Steve Pitts was young, when he was young, and in the pictures I see of him in the internet, kind of a little round up here, and then a fine face. That's how the rocks look like. This area is the brown, very shiny mineral, and by the way, I found a similar one here in town not long ago, but it was a lot smaller and it was not heavy. And then the face was made out of, like the gray side of it, I think is kimberlite. I wish I had the rock handy here to show. But anyway, one night last summer, this was, actually, this was by, the winter was not over with. It was this year. Yes, it was this year before summer started. I took the rock, I found it here at, my closet, and I took the rock and I showed the rock to a stock manager in Safeway. Her name is Ashley. And I always had a special affection for Ashley because she looks a lot like one of my nieces. Kind of a childish personality, funny, very juvenile. And I even told her about my niece. I said, you remind me so much of my niece. And, I am so lonely here. I see anybody that looks like reminds me of my family, and then I just kind of have a very high appreciation for that person. So I did. I even gave her a ring one time. But then after I gave her the ring, something happened. And I brought. Let's go back to the rock. I brought the rock and I showed it to her, and it seems like she was very fascinated with it. And same night, I was just going around and I had the rock right there, and she said, and before I left in the morning, early morning, she said, "Can I take a picture of it?" So I felt a little bit scared about it, but I said, okay. So I allowed her to take a picture. She took a picture of the rock in her cellular camera. Came out looking, fantastic, just the same way the rock was. I wish I can have this rock right here to show. But it's just like taking a picture of Dr. Pitts. Anyway, I don't know what she did with that picture, but it was like 3 months later, Dr. Steve died. And I came to her and I looked at her and I said, somebody died. And I saw his picture on the internet. And she was really busy talking and she kind of walked away. And I told her, he was a good person. Now, there's a picture of Dr. Steve Pitts that shows in the stock. I mean, it shows like boxes stock back there, like our deposit looks in Safeway store. And he's like this. And it also reminds me of her, of Ashley. And I don't know what kind of connection she had. I don't know what she did with the picture. But I know when I gave her a ring, somebody died too. So I don't know who's watching over us. But I gave her a ring, a blue ring, and a very young cop died. That it hurt me a lot too. Then I gave it. She took a picture of that rock, and here. I'm gonna have to show that rock so you don't think I'm crazy. But it was like taking a picture of Dr. Steve Pitts in a rock. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful piece. Anyway, I just want to leave it here.